Hey, what is up, my tricksters? It is a early morning slash late night video. This is not a video I thought I'd be making, but this video needs an all hands on deck type of thing. So you know this feel. You want to support the channel? Links in the description. Uh, your playmat link, my spring store. Go check that out. All right, this is an all hands on deck. So apparently Konami had the bonehead idea. I don't know what Konami. I don't know what's wrong with your R&D department, but I'm gonna get to that. All right. They had the brain dead idea to create a mystic mine archetype. Konami, listen to me when I tell you this. Nobody was asking for this. Nobody wants this. If I was you, I would dial this back or make these an OCG exclusive that we won't see until, you know, maybe Mystic Mine gets limited to one or banned. All right, let's go over it. These cards are. I already watched Annie Evie's video on it, but we're gonna go ahead and talk about it because oh my god. So the first one is Mystic Mine Meet Zero or whatever. That was the monster you just first saw in there. Alright, it's got two effects. During the end phase, banish the top three cards of the deck face down. This is not optional. This means it's not it doesn't activate, is what that means. Excuse me. If you control a face-up Mystic Mine card, you can special summon this card from your hand to your opponent's side of the field in attack position, and if you do, your opponent can add one Mystic Mine card from their deck to their hand, which you're not most likely going to have, and if you are playing it, you're probably playing Dinosaurs or Sky Striker, and that's not going to benefit you because of what you're up against. So, and basically, a lot of these cards do that. In fact, basically what Mystic Mine is becoming is like a deck-out deck, essentially. Everything is about decking. They combined all of the toxic strategies in Mystic Mine and just jumbled them all up and said into this one pile of slime that is I promise you, going to get somebody decked at a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament or get somebody punched in the bathroom. All right, so the next one here is Mystic Miner Michimba. I don't know what that means, but I don't really care. He's the king-looking dude. You can only use the first, second, and third effect of this card's name once each per turn. During the end phase, you must banish the top three cards of your deck face down. Not optional. That means it doesn't activate. If you control a face of Mystic Mine card, you special summon this card from your hand to your opponent's side of the field. While you control this face of monster, your opponent draws an additional card during the draw phase. So basically what this means is you hand this to your opponent. Right, you as the Mystic Mine player, you get to draw a card additionally during all the turns, and they get to banish the top three cards of their deck. So literally, they just combine there's really only a handful of ways to play Mystic Mine. There's burn, there's deck out, there's Exodia draw, and there's like final countdown. Those are like the four main strategies with Mystic Mine, and this strategy is combining two of them already. Actually, three of them, because this is a draw. So if you're playing Exodia, oh, well, look at that. I just handed you this monster, and now I'm going to draw cards to get to that Exodia faster. Plus, it's also they're decking you out as the player who's not playing the Mystic Mine deck. All right, let's go to the next monster. Damn it. Okay, that's the... No, go back. There we go. Come on. There we go. There's the Swordsman. Mystic Mine Launch. That's probably not how you say it. He's a warrior, level 1. We don't really care about the stats. They're irrelevant. It's the effect. He's got all the same other effects. He's making the opponent banish the top three cards face down. This does not activate. That's what this is not optional means. This probably means this effect doesn't activate, which basically means it's like Jinzo. You know what I mean? It just does. And Mystic Mine is it's not going to care that Mystic Mine's on the field. If you control a face-up Mystic Mine card, special summon it from your hand to your opponent's side of the field. And this card makes it to where you take double damage, which basically means, there we go. They just made it. Oh yeah, we're also gonna make you take more damage. So So there you go. They're also now that's like that. That's three of them. That's three of them in there now. Like I said, Exodia, Deck Out, and Burn was three of them. Fourth one is Final Countdown. They're not doing that one, but there you go. There's the three alternative win conditions. right there, and they're just I'm telling you, this is gonna get somebody decked at a tournament. I swear. All right, this is the spell card you just saw in the normal spell, Mystic Mind, Chopkatira. I don't care if I butcher that. I hope, in fact, if you're a Mystic Mind player angry about that, good. I hope you can go kick rocks or something. Let's see here. You can have destroy. Okay, yeah, it remains facing the field, destroyed during the end phase of the opponent's second turn. Cool. When this card's activated, you can add one Mystic Mind monster. And the second effect is basically they got a rota that they activate and it stays in the field for like 2 of your opponent's turns. And each time cards are banished, your opponent managed from your opponent's deck, you can activate this effect, inflict 700 damage to your opponent. Basically, and with that one monster, that's 1400. You guys can do the math. It's pretty much game over. Your opponent cannot negate this effect your opponent can negate this effect by banishing the top 3 cards of the deck face down. It's debatable whether if your opponent negates it, that'll just trigger it again. That's debatable. I'm gonna gamble that it doesn't. And if it does, Konami, we're gonna have some nasty words for you. And the last one is the continuous trap card, Mystic Mind Yugioh. That sounds like something inappropriate. Anyway, activate this card by treating one Mystic Mind monster you control. Take one Mystic Mind from your deck and either activate it or add it to your hand. Field spells in the field cannot be destroyed. Wow! They literally just made field barrier and in the form of a trap card. You know, and y'all, I don't know what Konami is thinking. They're seriously, this kind of shit's gonna get somebody decked. I promise you. Somebody's gonna be playing this deck at a YCS someday or a regional, and they're gonna go into the bathroom to pee, and they're not gonna come out with their deck. I promise you that. Mystic Mind decks will be if you play a Mystic Mind deck at a tournament, you should expect to have a target on your back. Somebody is going to beat the crap out of you. I can feel it now. This is all toxic shit. I mean, they literally just gave them extra bullshit. And oh my god, they already had half of the stuff they could do. They already had monsters that they could give to the opponent. That just weren't in Archetype because it wasn't necessary. And Konami, what were you thinking? We as the community need to get together and like tell Konami this isn't okay. You know what I think? I don't know if it would do anything, but we should definitely like at Konami on Twitter and say, hey, this is not okay. This is very stupid. Don't bring this here. What kind of moron in the R&D department was like, I'm going to create this? Like, Konami, we have enough toxic cards in the game. I mean, literally, Dragoon is, I consider, a toxic card. We already had Mystic Mind. We already have all of the entire Flunderies archetype being a toxic pile of trash. Literally, there's a mountain of toxicity already here, and you want to just throw a mountain more on it? I'm telling you, Mystic Mind players, you're about to be walking around with a target on your back. If I was you, I wouldn't hang out alone in the parking lot. Somebody's gonna snap if you play that at a tournament. I'm telling you. By the way, that's not me condoning that or wanting that to happen. I'm telling you that's what I think is gonna happen. Just to clarify. I don't want people to be like, well, Ben 10 told me to go beat up the Mystic Mind player. No. Don't go doing that. That's not what I'm saying. This is me telling Konami that you're going to get people assaulted because of this toxicity. That's what I think. I mean, like, oh my god. What were you thinking? What moron in your R&D department thought this was a good idea? Explain that. Konami, you have some explaining to do. Anyway, guys, if you're in the same existential dread as me, please hit that like button. Let me know that I'm not the only one going, oh, why? And yeah, I'll see you. I'm gonna go find something I'm gonna go find something hard for me to hit my head against because I'm just